Good morning. It is May the 24th, 2024. Thanks for being here. My name is Doug and this is Digital Currency Traders. I am going to go through our pro alerts and through my copy trading account. I'm going to go through all the different coins and look at the charts. And then I'm going to put in alerts where I can. It's an important time to get the data. And it's only for the data because my own personal trading is already in place. I got into the alts a little bit early and I've been holding through this drawdown through April. And in some places I'm adding on, some places I took some losses that I wish I hadn't, but that's where it is. And so my portfolio is what it is, but I'm going to go through all the coins and look for the patterns and just put the extra ones into the spreadsheet so that we can be tracking them all from here. As the Alt Season Copilot goes along, I am now bringing in ChatGPT to work with the spreadsheet itself. So I'm just learning how to get ChatGPT to be working with things, but I'm going to have it look through the spreadsheet and optimize things rather than me looking through the spreadsheet to optimize things, because the trading plan is so specific and it's like a flow chart of every single stage of the trade is decided. And I don't do it as well as the trading system is written out. And I know that an AI would do that trading system better than me. And so I am implementing all of the AI into this system, and then the copy trading account over the period of time will get itself more and more accurate according to the system. The system totally rocks it. I am definitely putting my money into this system and the AI to run this so that it does a better job of actually doing the system for every single different coin because the AI just won't sleep. It won't get bored. It won't get discouraged. It just will keep doing the plan. And that's why the spreadsheet has always outperformed me, because the Alt Season Copilot spreadsheet isn't a trading signal. It's just a bullish bearish ratio. And because it is objective and it's not an actual trading signal, we can really put the stuff in there that's correct. And it outperforms me all the time because I'm second guessing where it's not and I'm holding where it's not. So anyway, that's my own personal struggle in trading. And I think every human will have that struggle with trading. I don't think it can be eliminated. Well, at least I haven't eliminated it in myself yet anyway. So that's part of the reason I do these videos in this journal, is to identify all those places so that I can correct my own trading and get better at it. And then all the money I need can be generated from the price charts, because this is how money is actually made. So I'm going to cheat a little bit. Take a look at Doge. I have more Doge than I should according to my trading plan. I'm a little heavier in that. So now here's Bitcoin. Here is the US dollar index. And the US dollar index breaking below these levels right now is super keen for the major trend. And the major trend will pump. I'm hoping it's going to pump crypto along with Bitcoin this time. So I'm thinking that Bitcoin is going to come out of this Bollinger Band mean reversion buy signal right here that we can see as it dipped outside the third standard deviation. And then it came back inside the second standard deviation and it made a 1, 2, 3 formation, broke a trend line and gave us our signal. So here we can see the break of the downtrend line, the 1, 2, 3 formation that would match up with the Bollinger Band mean reversion buy signal on the 4-hour time frame for Bitcoin. And that would be great. It would continue on the trend and all is well. Another important thing for me to look at is that Bitcoin is currently, when the indicator loads up, we can see that the EMAs are in a hold status. It's above our range, and all this movement should just be ignored, and we're still in hold status till those EMAs cross over. So I think TradingView is super overloaded right now, so they can't keep up. But you can see how the indicator comes in here where we're still in hold position until those EMAs start crossing over. So we're good there. And DXY, when we look at this, and the indicator loads up, we can see that it is in exit status. Even though it's pulled up a little bit, it did not cross back into alert nor into hold status. And one of the reasons I put the EMAs onto the charts is to give myself a filter as to know when should I take action on a pullback or on a little blip in price movement. This sort of filters out where I should be taking action. Now, if I go into Bitcoin dominance, this is where my most excitement is, because as Bitcoin dominance is dropping, this shows that the alts are growing in US dollar value faster than Bitcoin is. And that's where the big money is, because we can take our Bitcoin, put it into these alts, and we're actually growing the number of Satoshis that we have. And that's much more important than growing the number of dollars that you have. This is why we always look at the alt versus BTC price chart, because it starts us off with a major filter that takes out the value of the US dollar and compares the alt versus the value of Bitcoin. And then US dollar, of course, is going to lose value over time. It is an inflationary currency. That's what it's supposed to do. Bitcoin is a deflationary currency, and many of the altcoins are also deflationary currencies, so that when they make a bottom formation and we can put a little wee bit in there, we can make a phenomenal profit in the long term. So all of us know the story that if you had put just $10 into Bitcoin in January of 2011, it was 25 cents per Bitcoin. You would have had 40 Bitcoin if you would have just put that $10 in and left it and done nothing. So my theory is that we could be doing the same thing with all of the altcoins. And if we look at Bitcoin dominance and we flip this over, this is essentially what the altcoin versus BTC prices are for the average altcoin. So now what we want to do is go through all of the different altcoins. We want to find coins that are not quite the average. We want to pay attention to everything that is making a 1, 2, 3 formation and crossing our EMAs. Yet, for my own part, I'm thinking that the coins that have come down in price, like Bitcoin dominance, but then they pumped in December, January, or February, March, then they've pulled back now in May to being above prior prices. So this is the kind of price structure that I'm looking for, rather than the coins that did whatever they did, and then they came down to lower than they were before. These coins I'm not as keen on, and I don't know the future. I don't know if my bias is correct or not. So my bias is thinking that the group of coins that are here, these are going to be more profitable from here forward. They're going to be the coins that have more juice, more support in the whole project itself than the coins that came down to these levels. And I want to know, I will repeat now that I don't know the future and I have no idea. And it could absolutely be that some of the coin, I don't know. So, but this is where my bias is, and this is where I'm starting out with my planning as I start to go through the spreadsheets and to put the alerts into place. So now, to put the alerts into place, I'm going to go into each of the different alt versus BTC price chart, and I'm going to flip it back over so that we are looking at the bottom. So here's a coin that I said is probably not going to do as well as the coins that held above the November, December lows. And I don't know, maybe 1inch is going to absolutely rocket from here because it is a 1, 2, 3 formation, and it is now crossing over, so that is in alert status. And what that means for us is that the EMAs have crossed over on the 4-hour time frame, but not yet on the 12-hour time frame. So if I zoom in now to the 4-hour time frame, we'll see that the EMAs have crossed over when this loads up. And so here, the first of the EMAs have crossed over. So between the time where the 4-hour EMA crosses over and the 12-hour EMA crosses over, we call this the alert zone. That lets us get ready for the big trade coming when the 12-hour EMA crosses over. So our trading system has 3 different rules. First, we're looking for the break of that downtrend line, and that's kind of subjective, depends where you draw it, just along the tops like this. Then the second is the 1, 2, 3 formation, so that we have the lowest low, we have price went up, and then price came back down but did not break the lowest low. As soon as price breaks above that number 2 point now, this is part of our trading signal. And if it matches up with the EMAs crossing over, that confirms the signal. So this one can't get a hold status signal according to our system until we break above this number 2 point. Now, the Pro Alerts does have a signal that we call the springboard trade entry, where I'm assuming that this is going to be pumping from here. That prices have been pushed down like a springboard, like a 1 meter springboard, just before things get flung up from here. So I'm trying to catch it just at this point. It is more risky, and yet if it doesn't prove me correct, I know right away that it's not right and I should be getting out of it. So this trade has to be done really small, otherwise the losses, if I'm not correct, the losses will be larger. So I can do this trade really small, planning to add on to this trade later should it prove me correct. So the strategy for all of these coins forward is to get a small position in here. When price moves up above support and resistance and makes another consolidation, then I can be looking to add on. And this may take months of time to do. So I could put on $20 here, then I could put on another $20 here. And really, that's all I'm watching for over the next year with this coin. And I'm doing that with all of the different coins. So now I'm going to go through them all and I'm going to write up these kind of alerts. And inside the spreadsheet, I keep track of what type of trade it is. It's a springboard trade. It's a simple trading plan. It's a trend continuation, simple trading plan. It's a 1, 2, 3 on the 4-hour time frame. Here's another springboard. Here's an internal 1, 2, 3. And one of the few where we have a nitro trade, which is the add-on where we bought in, it's come up consolidated and we added on to that trade. That's what I call the nitro trade. So with that intro, I'm going to jump through all these coins and I'm going to create alerts. And the best of those alerts are going to show up over here on IntroToCryptos.ca/alerts, where all the coins that are over 31% profit will show up here so that you can right click or click on these and you can actually go and see where was the entry on this that gave us this 117% gain. So here's the price chart. Oh yeah, so it was that big pullback in April 12th and 13th. Just killed everything. Here we got in February and sat for quite a long time in this one before it turned out to be a big gainer. So you can see here near it pumped up, pulled back, gave us that internal 1, 2, 3, and then we got a good position. And this is up and profitable. You can check the charts after. Pendle here, it really did a big pump up. I didn't know what it was. It came back and gave us our formation, break of the downtrend line, 1, 2, 3 formation. I put that trade on and it's turned out to be really, really profitable. So here's all the data that you can go to follow up on it. Now I'm going to jump into all these charts and I'm going to get this done. Later I'm going to do a highlight video to show what I actually did for trading signals. So thanks for tuning into this video. If you'd like to have more, click on the links down below, thumbs up, ask questions, you know the routine. Cheers, trade safe, and keep those losses small.